is Trivia for Kids, where it's not just for adults anymore. Hi.
Hi. That was a very sweet way to start. Hi. I'm Ren.
And I'm Casey.
And thank you for joining us for another episode of Trivia for Kids, the podcast. You're funny. How are you today?
Good.
Hey, guess what? When this episode airs, guess where we'll be?
Where?
On vacation. So we're recording the episode early so that we can just go on vacation and not have to think about anything except fun and family and making memories. Are you excited for vacation?
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. I'm trying to gear myself up for the road trip to come because we just drove a couple hours last weekend and that itself was a little rough. So I am a lot nervous about 12 plus hours per way on this road trip, but I'm trying to stay optimistic. How are you feeling about it?
Trying to think about what we could do so I'm not like, oh, this is boring.
There yet? How many more miles to go? You like to ask the question, what time did we leave? Don't you?
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, we've already been in the car for 7 hours or something.
That's your infamous question. What time did we leave? But it's going to be fun. And we're going to have a good time.
Yep.
Ready for some jokes?
Yep.
The first joke comes from Drew. Thank you, Drew. And this is more like a riddle than a joke. It's kind of like a jiddle. What is something that has no arms or legs, is always running, and never walks?
Isn't it like a refrigerator?
That would work too. A refrigerator has no arms or legs, is always running and never walks. That's a great guess, Ren. He was going for a river.
Oh.
Also would work.
The second joke is from Cadence and Addie. Thank you. What did Steve say to the pig?
I don't know.
You're baking me hungry.
We had bacon for supper. I love bacon.
Same.
Bacon's always making me hungry. And our last joke comes from listener Della. Thank you, Della. What is a cow's favorite thing to dance to? Music.
I was going to say like maracas.
Ooh, that would also be a good answer. All right. Thank you, everybody, for those great jokes.
Thank you.
Let's get to the trivia.
Yeah. Here's how the show works. Trivia for Kids consists of 5 rounds with 7 questions each. We will announce the answers at the end of each round. Each new round will have a different category. After the 5th round, we will have the final exam, which will test you on the toughest questions we have covered in the previous rounds. Everyone ready? Let's get started.
Round number 1. The category is elephants. Thank you to Autumn and Theo for the idea and Theo for the questions. Thank you. Question 1. True or false? Elephants can hear from their feet. Question 2. Within 100 pounds or kilograms, how much does an adult male elephant trunk weigh? Question 3. How many species of elephant are there? Question 4. Within 1,000, how many muscles does an elephant have in its trunk? Question 5. True or false? Elephant tusks are actually teeth. Question 6. What instrumental sound do elephants make when they are highly stimulated? Question 7. According to the popular saying, an elephant never does what? And now the round 1 answers. Question 1. True or false? Elephants can hear from their feet.
I feel like this is kind of funky, so I'm going to say true.
It is true. Elephants may have massive ears, but they can also pick up on noises from their feet, which register low-frequency rumbles caused by other animals up to 20 miles away. They sense these underground vibrations through their feet.
I knew that because that's how, elephants, they, hear mice scampering around and it makes them nervous.
Oh, that's very interesting. Is that why elephants are afraid of mice?
Yeah, sort of. Because they hear it and they're like, oh, it must just be either really far away or just not loud.
Interesting. Question 2. Within 100 pounds or kilograms, how much does an adult male elephant trunk weigh?
I don't know, 20 pounds?
Roughly 130 kilograms or 290 pounds.
I was like 152 billion off.
You were not very close. Question 3. How many species of elephant are there?
6. I don't know.
The answer is 3. The African savanna, the African forest, and the Asian elephant.
There's an African forest elephant?
I guess so. I didn't realize there were 2 kinds of African elephants. The ears of the African elephants are much larger than their cousins and are described as being shaped like the African continent, whereas the ears of the Asian elephants are shaped like the Indian subcontinent. There's also a trunk difference. African elephants have 2 fingers at the tip of their trunks, whereas Asian elephants only have 1. So that is very interesting.
Yeah.
Bigger ears of African elephants, 2 fingers in their trunk. Question 4. Within 1,000, how many muscles does an elephant have in its trunk?
Say 354 or something.
354 muscles?
Yeah.
Elephants have around 150,000 muscles in their trunk. Their trunks are perhaps the most sensitive organ found in any mammal. Elephants use their trunks to suck up water to drink, and it may contain up to 8 liters of water. They also use their trunks as a snorkel when swimming. Can I also tell you something that I heard that was so cute? Baby elephants suck on their trunks like a pacifier. Isn't that adorable?
They also use it to eat.
That they do. Question 5, true or false? Elephant tusks are actually teeth.
I've heard this. Isn't it true?
It is true. Elephant tusks are actually enlarged incisor teeth, which first appear when elephants are around 2 years old. Tusks continue to grow throughout their lives. They are used to help with feeding, prying bark off of trees, or digging up roots, or as defense when fighting. Question 6. What instrumental sound do elephants make when they are highly stimulated?
What is stimulated?
Like excited or scared or happy or all the things.
A high trumpet sound.
Yes, trumpet is the word I was looking for.
Yes.
Question 7. According to the popular saying, an elephant never does what?
Jumps.
An elephant does never jump. That's very good. That's a good one. But the popular saying is that an elephant never forgets. The elephant's temporal lobe, which is the area of the brain associated with memory, is larger and denser than that of people. Hence the saying, elephants never forget.
Were you speaking gibberish?
No, they have their part of their brain.
You were like, big words.
Big words like temporal lobe.
Yes.
So the part of the brain that takes care of the memory in elephants is way bigger than people. So that's why they say elephants never forget, because they have a really big memory.
And also, elephants never jump.
And elephants never jump. That is also true. Round number 2. The category is video games. Thank you to listener Giovanni for the idea. Thanks, Giovanni. Question 1. Just Dance 2020 was the last game ever released by what gaming system? Question 2. What is the popular racing game that includes Nintendo characters? Question 3. Thank you to Cadence and Eddie for this idea. Thank you. As of 2023, what is the best-selling video game of all time? Question 4. What is the name of the video game character that is round, pink, and wears red shoes? Question 5. What is the name of the first video game to be played in space? Question 6. Thanks to Elliot for this one. Thanks, Elliot. In which Nintendo Switch game do you take Link and decide your own path through the sprawling landscapes of Hyrule and the mysterious islands floating in the vast skies above? Question 7. What is the highest grossing arcade game of all time? Meaning, which one made the most money? Round 2 answers. Question 1. Just Dance 2020 was the last game ever released by what gaming system?
Wii.
The Nintendo Wii. That's right. We had Just Dance, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it just proved how poor of a dancer I was. It was fun, though. Question 2. What is the popular racing game that includes Mario characters?
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart is the answer. Who do you like to be in Mario Kart?
I like being Bowser Jr. or like a Shy Guy or like a Yoshi.
It doesn't matter who I am. I am absolutely terrible at Mario Kart. I fall off the edge all the time. I'm terrible at it.
I never fell off the edge on.
Well, you should teach me. Question 3. As of 2023, what is the best-selling video game of all time?
What do you play on Fortnite?
Fortnite, you can guess that.
Yeah, Fortnite.
That's a great guess. The answer is actually Minecraft.
What?
Yeah. Question 4. What is the name of the video game character that is pink, round, and wears red shoes?
Is it Birdo?
Ooh, it's not Birdo. I don't think she wears red shoes. That's a good guess, though.
And then you said red shoes, and I was like, oh.
Another pink character, Kirby.
Oh.
We have a Kirby game.
Yeah, we do.
Question 5. What is the name of the first video game to be played in space?
I don't know.
The answer is Tetris.
I knew that.
Have you played Tetris before?
Yes.
Oh, it used to be one of my favorites. Question 6. In which Nintendo Switch game do you take Link and decide your own path through the sprawling landscapes of Hyrule and the mysterious islands floating in the vast skies above?
I saw it on the Wii. On the Switch.
It is called Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Right.
Question 7. What is the highest grossing arcade game of all time?
Grossing.
Which arcade game made the most money of all time?
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man! Round 3. The category is Presidential Pets. Thanks to listener Ben and his dad Jeremy for the idea and questions. Thanks, guys. Question 1. Which president had a cat named Socks because of its white fur patterns on its feet, while the rest of its body was black? Question 2. Who was the first president to have a rescue dog as a White House pet? Question 3. What notoriously big president and former Supreme Court justice was the last to have a cow graze on the White House lawn? Question 4. Which president was known to have quite the zoo of animals at the White House, including 4 cats, 7 birds, 9 dogs, and a raccoon named Rebecca? Here's a hint. He was the 30th president. Question 5. Buddy the dog was owned by the president who came after the owner of Socks the cat. Some people joke that these pets were mortal enemies. Who was the owner of Buddy? Question 6. William Henry Harrison was said to have a goat at the White House. His grandson was also a president, and while in office, once saved a boy riding a runaway goat. Who was the grandson of William Henry Harrison? Question 7. Not so much a pet, but which president supposedly saved the life of a bear, which led to the naming of a stuffed children's toy? And now the round 3 answers. Question 1. Which president had a cat named Socks because of its white fur patterns on its feet, while the rest of his body was black? I'll give you a hint. This president played the saxophone. Does that help?
Helps nothing. Is there any other hints?
He's relatively recent. He's within the last 10 presidents, probably. The answer is Bill Clinton. Have you heard of him?
I would never have guessed that. No. I'd probably guess like George Washington or Abraham Lincoln.
Question 2. Who was the first president to have a rescue dog as a White House pet? I'll give you a clue. It was a very recent president.
Trump.
Trump's a good guess. The answer is actually Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Question 3. What notoriously big president and former Supreme Court justice was the last to have a cow graze on the White House lawn?
I'm just shouting out one. John F. Kennedy.
The answer is William Howard Taft. Do you know who he is?
No.
He was very big. He was a very rotund man.
Like fat?
Well, I don't like that word. He was rotund, husky. Question 4. Which president was known to have quite the zoo of animals at the White House, including 4 cats, 7 birds, 9 dogs, and a raccoon named Rebecca? He was the 30th president.
Did I already say him?
No.
Oh, then I'm probably not going to guess it.
The answer is Calvin Coolidge. These are hard.
It sounds like Calvin College.
It does sound like Calvin Coolidge. Question 5. Buddy the dog was owned by the president who came after the owner of Socks the cat. Some people joke that these pets were mortal enemies. Which president owned Buddy? So who came after Clinton?
Barack Obama, I don't know.
George W. Bush.
I knew that.
Question 6. William Henry Harrison was said to have a goat at the White House. His grandson was also a president and while in office, once saved a boy riding a runaway goat. Who was the grandson of William Henry Harrison? Benjamin Harrison. You should have just said Harrison, and then you would have got it right.
I would have.
Yeah. Question 7. not so much a pet, but which president supposedly saved the life of a bear, which led to the naming of a children's stuffed toy?
I know this. Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. Round number 4. The category is Greek mythology. Thank you to listeners Nate and Sully for the idea. Thank you. Question 1. What was Medusa's hair made of? Question 2. Which ancient Greek god was both the god of the underworld and the god of the dead? Question 3. According to legend, Paris shot the arrow that struck whose vulnerable heel? Question 4. The griffin has a body of a lion and the head of which real bird? Question 5. Thanks to Parker for this one. Thanks, Parker. Blackjack is the name of Percy Jackson's pet what? Question 6. Who is the god of the sea? Question 7. Who is Hercules' dad? And now the answers to round 4. I felt kind of bad for Ren because she said presidential pets was hard. And then we have Greek mythology. It was a hard week. Question 1. What was Medusa's hair made of?
Oh, well, that one's easy. Snakes.
It is snakes. She was a crazy looking one. Question 2. Which ancient Greek god was both the god of the underworld and the god of the dead? Think about the movie Hercules. Hades! Ren, you're 2 for 2. Fiver. Question 3. According to legend, Paris shot the arrow that stuck in whose vulnerable heel?
I know this. Achilles?
Achilles!
Yes!
Ren, 3 for 3. Question 4. The griffin has the body of a lion and the head of which real bird?
Isn't it like the falcon?
Oh, you're close. It was an eagle.
Yes, I knew that.
Question 5. Blackjack is the name of Percy Jackson's pet what?
How does that involve Greek mythology?
Because Percy Jackson and the Olympians, it's all about Greek gods and stuff like that.
I don't know. Phoenix.
That was close. Blackjack was Percy Jackson's Pegasus. That's how it is in the Greek mythology.
I thought you were talking about like Jack Black from the movie.
No. Question 6. Who is the god of the sea?
Just wait. I need to remember Aquaman. I don't know.
Good guess. The answer is Poseidon. Question 7. Who is Hercules' dad?
Zeus.
Zeus! Ren, you did very well on that round. I'm impressed.
I only knew all these from like Hercules.
That's all right. Round number 5. The category is cartoons. Question 1. Thank you to Olivia for this question. Thanks, Olivia. In the cartoon series Big City Greens, Cricket's best friend's name is what? Question 2. In Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, what is called out when help is needed? Question 3. What 2 animals are Tom and Jerry? Question 4. Thank you to Ava for this idea. Thanks, Ava. In Lilo and Stitch, the movie and the series, what experiment number is Stitch known by? Question 5. In Paw Patrol, what is Chase allergic to? There are 2 options. Question 6. Which character's life quest is to hunt down the Roadrunner? Question 7. Which cartoon character is known as the suburban daredevil? And now the round 5 answers. Question 1. In the cartoon series Big City Greens, Cricket's best friend's name is what?
Remy
And what's his last name?
Remington.
Remy Remington. That's a great name. I like it when people's first and last names are kind of the same thing. I always think that's cool. Question 2. In Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, what is called out when help is needed?
I don't watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
You don't remember from when you were little? They say, "Oh, Toodles." And then that thing comes and gives them like tools. I wish that happened in real life. I wish when I was stuck in a situation, I could just be like, "Oh, Toodles." And then they'd show up and
You could be like, oh, Ren.
that's true. Question 3. What 2 animals are Tom and Jerry?
Cat and a mouse.
And which is which?
Tom is the cat and Jerry is the mouse.
Correct. And do they like each other? Are they friends?
No.
Definitely not. Question 4. In Lilo and Stitch, the movie and the series, what experiment number is Stitch known by?
I don't know.
He is known as Experiment 626. So I think when scientists, made him or found him, that's what they called him. And then he got a real name, Stitch. Question 5. In Paw Patrol, what is Chase allergic to? There's 2 options.
Cats.
That's 1.
And feathers?
Yes, cats and feathers. Good job. Question 6. Which character's life quest is to hunt down the Roadrunner?
Like from Looney Tunes? What's his name? I don't know.
Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah. And he's like always trying to eat it.
Yep. And what does the Roadrunner say? Me, me.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good. Question 7. Which cartoon character is known as the suburban daredevil?
We were just watching this. Kick Butowski.
Kick Butowski. That is the new favorite in our household. What do you like about Kick Butowski? I watch it once in a while, but
It's
I like that
funny.
his brother's name is Brad and he has a friend named Gunther. And what else?
I like how the whole show is just really funny. Like, I don't watch it because it's like really cool. I just watch it because it's really funny.
They do funny stuff. And now it's time for the final exam. Now remember, you've heard these questions in the previous rounds, but these were the hardest ones we've had. So use your memory and try to think back to what the answers are. Question 1. How much does an adult male elephant trunk weigh?
Roughly 130 kilograms or 290 pounds.
Question 2. What notoriously big president and former Supreme Court justice was the last to have a cow graze on the White House lawn?
William Howard Taft.
Question 3. As of 2023, what is the best-selling video game of all time?
Minecraft.
Question 4. In Lilo and Stitch, the movie and the series, what experiment number is Stitch known by?
Experiment 626.
Question 5. How many muscles does an elephant have in its trunk?
Around 150,000 muscles.
Question 6. What is the name of the first video game to be played in space?
Tetris.
Question 7. Who was the first president to have a rescue dog as a White House pet?
Joe Biden.
So we talked about elephants and we talked about pets today. And you want a pet more than anything in the world.
Yes.
But you have a pet.
Yeah, but if you touch a fish, it dies.
Well,
I want a pet that you can actually pet without it dying.
Well, the thing is, who's going to take care of our pet? that we tried that, and it didn't work very well.
How am I supposed to prove it to you?
I don't know. If we lived on a farm, I would get you a pet. But we live in town.
Guinea pigs aren't like cats.
Okay, everybody. Ren is dying for a pet, so we got her a fish. And she says that that's not the kind of pet that she wants.
I want a pet with fur that you can touch.
But we need a pet that's low maintenance because we travel on weekends to go visit family and we're gone a lot with work and school and extracurriculars. And so we would need a pet that's low maintenance. And I don't know, other than a fish, what would be a good option for you, girl? If anybody has any great ideas, how about a pet rock? Brooks has one of those. His name's Rocky. He's so friendly. He doesn't talk back. He doesn't make a mess. He's a great pet. I think we're good. Okay, so we'll leave you with this. If you could have any pet in the world, which pet would you choose?
I'd probably choose a cat.
I would choose a fish.
Oh,
Thanks for listening.
thank you.
Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Trivia for Kids Podcast. And if you have a question idea or even an entire category, please email us at triviaforkidspodcast@gmail.com.